As I mentioned briefly, talent leaders face a very, very difficult task of recruiting like marketers without the same tools to measure ROI. Marketers have spent years experimenting and building robust attribution models to measure critical impact points of what leads a buyer to their decision. And frankly and honestly, the talent industry has a lot of catching up to do. However, there are tools recruiters are using from a marketer's playbook actually that can measure the impact of their recruitment marketing efforts. They're just unfortunately in disparate places, and we have to sort of piece them together today. We can no longer rely on ATS hires data as our source of truth. Until we all admit this, defend this, and stop using this, the budgets won't follow. If we keep reporting ATS hire data based on source they applied from, you would likely only invest in LinkedIn in your ATS, and you would be in a lot of trouble. Just like my marketing team needs budgets to drive the right leads to our B2B site, so do you. The right candidates do not just show up to your career site. They don't just apply to your jobs because they were posted. You've got to be building awareness with them. You got to gain their interest, convert them. Focusing more energy and measuring the first 3 stages of your funnel will lead to higher ROI long-term. And I love to show this example for those that are still not convinced. This is a very real example of an in-demand software engineer's journey to land their ideal job with influence from built-in. You can see on the left-hand side that Jonathan had 14 distinct touch points across more than a month's time to influence his decision to apply for the job. However, you'll notice when looking at the ATS on the right-hand side, the source of the hire is the company's career site. So, there are many ways to track the success of your employer brand campaigns. To understand the effectiveness of reaching the right audience, we must track other data points across the candidate's funnel. This includes everything from campaign impressions, engagement, and frankly, their entire journey. We have a lot of our customers today who are leveraging Google Analytics or pixel tracking to identify where the candidates are coming from. And then they pair this with their ATS data as well as candidate surveys in some ways. And they bring it all together to tell a full story of which investments are showing the largest ROI. Tracking quality of your audience is also a super important way to gauge the effectiveness of your channel. And you could do this through reports with partners that you have. You can also do this within your ATS if you are reviewing all inbound applicants. If you are not reviewing all inbound applicants and or turning off job postings really quickly, it's going to be hard for you to really understand and track the quality of audience because 1, you're not moving them all through the funnel, so the data is not accurate. And 2, you're going to end up only having your top 2 highest volume drivers of inbound to compare. Finally, ask candidates. We have a lot of partners we work with who, after someone's been hired, say, how did you hear about us? What platforms did you use to research our company? Within either the application or post-hire. And they've all been very fascinated by how little data we're actually capturing if we're only looking at ATS source of hire data.